Hey there. So I just finished a darkness retreat for 6 days and 7 nights, and I learned a lot from it. And so I thought it'd be good to put together a video to help prepare other people for the darkness retreat. And so the first thing is, who's it for? Who's a darkness retreat for? And I would say it's for those who feel called to do it, where when you hear about it, you say, yes, that's for me. Yes, I need to do that. I feel drawn to it like I need to do it. I think if it's just like a casual curiosity, it's probably not for you. It needs to be something that you feel that you need to do. And so I also want to say that it's not glamorous. It's not a glamorous thing. I know a lot of these videos make it seem like really cool and glamorous. It is not that. It's its own thing, so it's hard to describe it because people say, well, what's it like? There's nothing like that. The Darkness Retreat, there's nothing really to compare it to. It's its own thing. But it's definitely not glamorous. You see a lot of videos of people that have a very peak experience when they're coming out, and then you hear these cool things, so it makes it seem like it's glamorous, but it's not. And it's very difficult for a lot of people. So you need the right mindset. So expectations. Expectations, you want to expect to just be sitting in the dark. So a lot of people have a lot of in their experiences. They go in with a plan, like I'm going to do some yoga, I'm going to do some breath work, and then I'm going to do this and that. And then what happens is they have this plan that they go in with, and then once they run out of the things that they were going to do, and then they actually are sitting there in the dark, then it psychologically takes its toll. So you need to not plan on doing anything. It's not about doing, it's about sitting there and being with the dark, being with yourself in the dark, and being in the moment, in the present moment. And so it's to prepare yourself. You're going to want to see even if this is something that you can do, just in your home, before you even sign up for a darkness retreat, in your home, just go to a closet, get one of those sleep masks or something. If there's any extra light that might come into the closet, take a chair in there and sit in there. See if you could just sit for 4 hours. Seems like a long time, maybe, but it's much shorter than doing a darkness retreat, and it's in your own home. So, and it doesn't cost anything. So just put a chair in your closet, put on a little sleep mask, and just sit there. Don't do anything. Don't do yoga. Don't do breath work. Just sit. Sit there for 4 hours in your own closet in the dark and see how that feels to you. Because, you might decide at that point that you don't need to sign up for a darkness retreat. But, if that is okay for you, then, proceed. But you need to know what it's like, because like I said, there's nothing to compare it to. So you actually need to sit in the dark to see what it's like to just sit in the dark and do nothing. And then, once again, it's not about trying to do something in there. It's about just being there. And then also you're going to want to detox caffeine before you go in. If you're used to having a lot of caffeine in your life, you're going to want to wean off of that before going in, because you don't want to have a lot of caffeine headaches kicking in when you're in there. So you're going to want to step it down quite a bit, because you won't have caffeine in your darkness retreat. And then a couple of things that I would have liked to have had when I was in the darkness retreat. I said, this would have been really cool if I would have thought of this before. Those thick socks with the grippy stuff on the bottom, that would have been perfect for in there, because you're always concerned about stubbing your toe. You don't need to be wearing shoes around in there, but if you're barefoot or just have some really thin socks, then it's still a concern. But if you have a thicker sock, then you're comfortable and you're not as concerned about stubbing your toe on something. And then pajama pants. I did not bring my pajama pants, and I thought this would have been a really good thing. I did bring some rock climbing pants, which were very comfortable and had deep pockets, so I could put my chapstick in there, because I was thinking, how am I going to find this chapstick in the dark? I put them in the deep pockets. Also, when you get in there into a darkness retreat room, you're going to want to make sure you set everything up. Keep it simple and set everything up so you know where everything is. I think about the edges, setting things on the edges, but that's about it. If you do these things, you're going to be ahead of most people, especially the sitting in your closet. Just sit in your closet in the dark for 4 hours and see how that is. And that will give you kind of a sense on what you're in for. A lot of people go in without that. So check it out and enjoy.